Alright guys, so kind of one of my main single leg defenses. So if Johnny shoots a single leg, nice single leg, he picks up, right? The thing is, I don't want Johnny's head too high. I would want to try to get his head to the pocket kind of, so I'm gonna push down and get it here. Almost like I'm sprawling my chest down. I'm gonna punch through and try to catch my kimura. A lot of people, they take the leg out. I always have left my leg in, so even if he's pinching my leg with his knees and driving it, I'm fine. I'm not so much gonna roll backwards as much. I'm gonna just sit straight down, driving Johnny's head toward the ground and keeping my kimura. So I'm sitting, I'm trying to kick. So from here, make sure I try to stiff arm here, because I want to almost bait Johnny to come in through his knees, thinking he's gonna come up, so I can sneak this bottom hook in halfway, come over. Right? So I can always let go and switch off to go bow and arrow, or I can try to keep this. I try to be a little bit rough and drag my elbow over so I can secure this, and then either I start attacking the neck, or if I'm trying to get my points with time limit in tournament, try to use my hook with balance, get hooks, and start attacking the neck.
So they'll try to like go around and try to go side control and stuff. So it really depends what the guy on top is doing. Because for me, they're like my teachers, because I gotta problem solve and figure out what they're doing on top, because a lot of my training partners know that I'm a half guard guy, so they're gonna try to like stay away, or they're gonna try to like toreando my legs so they can get the side control. But even my side control, I have a good bottom side control, because I spin.
You have a good bottom side control.
Yeah.
Skate?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Well, it sounds weird competition wise, but if you're not training for competition, it's a good way, because I have to train with torn meniscuses and all of that stuff, and I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to take a big break, so I kept training with like literally like one leg. So I would spend a lot of time with guys passing my guard, going to side control. So I was able to develop escapes and ways to get out of side control. Like even though like competition wise it's bad, you don't want to give up any points, but if you're in survival mode or in the gym and guys go past your guard, because there's people that will pass my guard and get into side control, but a lot of times they don't want to get the mount because they know I have a good mount escape. Because my mount escape will take me right to half guard, and nobody wants to go back to that. Back to his freaking half guard. Shit.
I actually knew a guy that he pulls like side control. Like he will go and like
Almost like they're saying.
he'll like headlock you like this and like put you in side control. This guy named is Owl. He just like recently passed, man. Sorry, one way, man. But he was from 10 Planet, and he trained out in New Era, and he did like I remember meeting him as a purple belt. He would headlock me, put me in side control like this, and hold me. And just like
and turn up to his side almost.
Yeah. So with the other arm, he would try to do like like almost a Americana like this, and he would land. It was like very frustrating because he was just holding here, just like.
So he would kind of be on his side here, but you'd be behind him, kind of.
Yeah. I think there's even a video of him doing that. Like he would just go like this, headlock you like this, and then put you in side control like this, and like you'd be just like
thinking you're doing great.
Yeah, this is amazing, but he would try and spin you from there. And I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Actually, I learned my side control stuff from Jay Penn. Because Jay was one of my main instructors growing up when I was going up to Hilo. And Jay was more, he would let you get whatever you wanted, but when you got into side control, he would turn away and he would put his leg up and his arm underneath. And I was like, what the hell is that? It was like turning away, and his foot is up and his leg is there. Same thing with Reagan and JD, not Reagan, JD. JD doesn't give you anything, but Reagan and BJ, the same way too. You pass their guard, their hands are right here, and then usually they have like, they're so flexible, they got, jailbreak without the hands. So they just basically find the crack over here when you're trying to move, like, no, I'm trying to beat the hook, like, no, and then they'll just kind of frame up and go right back to ground. So some guys have really good bottom side control, and I got the idea a little bit too from Eduardo Teles, the turtle guard, because the turtle guard was invented because his training partner was Tirere, and Tirere was super explosive, so he had no choice but to fight off his forwards, because everything he did, Tirere was just like non-stop, and he would just always turtle up, and he just developed a system from a disadvantaged position. So I always thought that, like, wow, that was pretty creative, because that's the good thing about jiu-jitsu is, you know, defend yourself, and you're gonna have training partners that are gonna overpower you and put you in bad positions. So I always thought, shoot, I'll just build a escape system. Or I'll catch my breath for a little bit and just kind of wait for the guy. Like, okay, I think the guy wants to go for the mount, or he's gonna go for like an Americana. So, you know, all these escapes and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where it all came from. But yeah, pretty much my defense is like pretty good and stuff. Unless you have somebody that trains you at a high level that like knows
your game.
Yeah, he knows your game. Like, no, I'm not gonna give that to you. But Moku's a great training partner because he brings the size and he brings all his techniques and stuff. So it's really cool because now I gotta upgrade. Yeah. but now I gotta upgrade that system because when you get familiar with your training partners, you kind of know what you want. So whenever I take big breaks, I always hope my training partners are doing something else because you can pretty much figure what people like to do. And when they like, oh, where'd you learn that? He's like, oh, I bought an instruction like tomorrow. I was like, what is that? So whenever someone does something like different, I love it because like I want to learn because you can pretty much figure everybody out. But when someone new comes in, it's kind of like, ooh, they're gonna show you something. And getting smashed, getting submitted, that's the beauty of it all. Is because that's how you know that's a part of your game that you need to work on. Like, oh, okay, I'm getting armbarred this way. I'm used to everyone doing this, but this guy likes to throw the shin in front of the face, and nobody throws the shin in front of the face kind of thing. So I think it's cool whenever. I think that's what makes jiu-jitsu a martial art where you want to stay and continue to do it because regardless of how many years you've done it or how your body changes throughout the years, then there's always something to make up for it kind of thing.
Yeah. So you said you have a good side mount bottom. So it's like I was wondering because a lot of people, you know, traditionally, you get side mounted, you know, always face towards them, start shrimping away. But tournament style now, everyone, you know, the minute they start passing, you turn away and you try to turtle so you don't get the pass points. A lot of people do that. I seen a lot of people right after they get the pass, they're trying to turtle because they don't want to get the 3 pass.
Competition-wise, a lot of guys will turtle instead of face you because they don't want to give up the pass points. Yes.
Instead of framing and shrimping, a lot of people just turtle and try to set up because who's it? Daryl Boy, Andrade. And I rode with that guy for years, and every time I pass, he just turtles right away. Turtles immediately, and he's really good at defending turtle. And it's one of those things that we rode for years. It's the same kind of game, and he's just really, really good at it. He always irritated me. Every time I would pass, I would try to control it, but he has really pretty strong hips, and we're pretty evenly sized. And I think he's a little bit stronger than I am. He always a turtle, and I always have to start playing off of that. I could never get the side mount locked down on him. He always immediately, the minute I'm about to pass the legs, I don't even have to settle into side mount, he will turtle.
Then you gotta expect the turtle, so you gotta be.
Now I spin from north, so I try to spin off the other side, I try to hop over for his back and stuff, but he knows what I'm gonna do because we've rolled throughout the years. I think I met him first when he was training with you, and you guys came up to Pole Hollow.
Oh yeah,
and he was still with you when you guys were in the Golden Dutch. You guys came up to Pole Hollow.
Yeah, it was like 7, 8.
Yeah, around there, something like that. I think I was.
Yeah, you were blue.
I think I was still blue though. Yeah. And from then on, it's just the same.
So you guys just young, man.
Yeah.
I count that as a win, man. When somebody turtles, whether it's self-defense or competition, I scored. Because you turtle, it's going to be an advantage. And then, like, self-defense, I'm just...
You're right.
I mean, that's just the bad for you, really. But, like, man, I know when I train at different schools, it would be like... several of we'll do guard passing, and then I think if you get side control or you turtle, like you lose. Like next,
that's a win.
Yeah, it's a win. Like next because I mean, like you look at like people like if you turtle against someone like Gordon Ryan, let's say, he will take you back and strangle you because he has like the system down to where like down arrow system, and it's just you don't turtle with it. Look at all his aims and some stuff. Or Marcelo, exactly.
Yeah.
You rather let him go into like side control because you know he's gonna north south. You just got. So, what do you think about drilling?
I like it. Actually, like teaching wise, I could care less of rolling sometimes. I'd rather have everyone drill. But I know, as running the school, people they want to roll. If there's the guys who are mature enough in the sport, they know the drilling is where I think you get better a lot of the time. Whether it's kind of active drilling, positional drilling, or just drilling the moves, but in sequence, like you start with here, you go to the next, if they move, kind of the evolution from the move. But everyone loves rolling. I mean, we all know everyone has their part, especially the young guys, the white belts. I mean, it's on a roll, it's on a spar. I like drilling. Some days I'll go in on when I don't have training, like Sunday morning or something. If I'm off from work, I'll call up whoever can come in and drill and start working on some stuff that I want to work on that I don't really get to work on during so much the week because I'm teaching other things that I want to work on. Yeah, I love drilling. I mean, rolling's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love rolling. You have to roll. You have to roll. But I think drilling is just as important or more important for me. Anyway. That's my
Because I know that was like a thing. I think what was that Australian guy? Cadell.
Oh.
He was like, I don't.
I see that he said something about not drilling.
But you go to autos, it's just like
Drill.
Yeah, you're just like.
I watched a Lloyd Irvin video one time of their drilling.
Oh yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, no, I totally believe in drilling, but yeah, there's some guys that, like you said, Atos or like Lloyd Irvin guys that are just like, man.
But that's really where the secret sauce is at.
Yeah.
It's just the muscle memory, building the muscle endurance. Because when JD would run class, a lot of times we would do live drills before the technique because he wants to sit and see where the most common what we need to work on. And if he sees like whoever guys getting stuck in a certain position, then that's when we're gonna make a technique out of it. And then we do the move. And then just depending how big the class is, and then sometimes we'll switch partners and we'll do it like over and over with different body types. But sometimes you'll have the training partners like, oh, I already know this already. So, and that's when you get the bad training partners because they don't want to do it or, usually you already know this. So whenever I would say I would give them the look like come on, let's go, come on, let's. I did 5 already. I'm like, 5. You should be able to do it everybody else.
Yeah, I went drill 5 times. I go from half guard, shifting to X guard. I got it.
You should be able to do this to all the weight cuts then if you know it. Because there's a difference of knowing it and knowing of it.
Yeah.
I know that move, but did you put in the work to do it? Where when you look at the room, I can just hit everybody.
You have to explain it to somebody too.
Yeah.
Doing like specific progressive drilling. So let's say we're doing a single leg drill, single leg, and then you go to the competition, you go for the single leg, but then they stuffed you a certain way. Now you go back to the gym instead of going single leg and doing. You go single leg, they stuff the leg, and then you go to the second move.
Yeah.
And they do that as a drill, and then you go into the tournament again. But whereas other people just go single leg. It's just you're stuck there, and now you have a plateau, and now you're just I'm gonna try to do a high cross now, or I'm gonna try to do a double leg because that thing doesn't work.
I think we train throughout the week. My guys now, all the guys now, I have a real good crew. I'm super happy with the crew I have now. Before, we drill something basically. Different moves that are centered around the same thing. Roughly, I see guys before we just did this from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? It's Thursday. We're doing something new. Do you have it? Could you hit it without me telling you right now?
Yeah.
Could you hit it live right now?
Well, can you teach it?
Yeah, can you teach it? Break it down for everybody else. Then keep doing it. I don't know. Especially teaching kids. I think kids are the ones they get bored real fast. Their attention span isn't there. So, but you still gotta make them drill it.
Yeah.
They have to, because if not, they'll be wandering around. I'll make the kids drill the same thing for a whole week.
I think kids just have a magic number of how many to drill it before they lose attention.
So you gotta adjust it. Yeah. So you gotta make it fun for them, and then mix it up. So takedown week, we're doing takedowns. I'll make them drill single legs, but then we'll play games it's called true legs. If I can touch your foot, if I can shoot and touch your foot, you do 10 push-ups and 5 push-ups, and then it's fun because it's competitive. But they're learning how to shoot and get to the foot. And then they go back, okay, now let's go back and drill single legs again. And they get the shots a little bit tighter, a little bit faster. So it's kind of finding that, especially with the kids, it's finding that good balance of making it fun, but still making them drill the technique. I think that was the hardest part for me, is learning how to teach kids when I first opened up.
Yeah,
that was the
I still
hardest
struggle
part,
with that,
man.
man.
But
I still
it's
struggle
fun.
with that. What do you do when you have as a teacher, when you have students like that?
Just bring it up after class. Hopefully, after class, because a lot of guys will stay back and want to drill or they want to have a match after, and just kind of tell them, when we do all this, you gotta do this, do that. What you mean? Because sometimes they don't understand where you're coming from too, because a lot of guys come to the gym with the intention of like, I'm gonna go 100% because everything is 100%. But at the same time, if you're that guy, then and you had a long day, it's kind of like, man, we're just doing technique or like, you know, like you're still doing the same stuff. Let's try something else. So sometimes you have like the guys like just like, okay, me and you, or like they'll wait for you to go through everybody and then
Yeah.
or the guy will go on a long bathroom break or help out all the white belts, do technique. They're rolling, like, working with the white belts, yeah, and then right when you go like 6 guys, just and I'll be like, you need to take a break, and most of the time it says nope, I'm ready to go. This is where I'm the most dangerous at, because I gotta put that on, you know, because I'm not gonna take my break. I rather just go in a super dead time, so that way I know how to respond to things when I'm exhausted. So most of the time, I really at the gym, I'm really exhausted. Long day, 2-hour drive, making sure the kids is all good, and you know, most of the time guys are just like waiting, and then I can see that they pick and choose like certain training partners, so they get the rest for like the upper belts.
I think that's what it is right there. Whenever I see like, especially a newbie, or I see someone that's not like, you can tell like when you're instructor, you're supposed to like see the room, you know, and like see, okay, where's the, like what kind of energy is going on, you know. They got that guy that's kind of just by himself, doesn't know anyone, or you got the guy that's just like on Red Bull or something, just you know, another guy's trying to be 30 and 0 in the class, you know.
30 and 0 in the class.
It's like, no one's taking me out, I'm getting my strike. There's all those character kind of guys, and you as an instructor gotta be able to like identify and be like, okay, you two clowns, I'm not gonna match you guys up.
Someone's gonna break a wall, someone's gonna fall off the mat.
Exactly. So I'm gonna put like maybe someone like kind of skilled and go with that, you know, Red Bull guy or Red Bull guy.
Goldberg over there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I think it's about matching them up, and then when you see the two guys, it's like, no, those two guys are not going to be good together because someone's getting.
Will you set two people up if someone needs to be put in check?
Oh yeah. Well, it depends. I think it depends. But sometimes, where the gym I come from, sometimes they'll put it together. Just because
that's his pens, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm the way I am. Because I take on everybody, you know, because regardless of how tired, because there's a lot of guys that only wants to roll when they're strong, but when they're depleted and whatever, then they call it a night, or they'll sit out probably throughout the whole night, or they'll sit out and then wait for the right time to be like, oh Johnny, you got one more. I'm like, plenty more, come on. Didn't drive here for no reason. But oh yeah, especially I've seen some mean battles, like banging against the wall and off the wall, and people throwing right after, like, oh, you like going to me? Whoa, yeah, I've seen like even like, oh yeah, some funny.
And that's a good and a bad environment.
Yeah, you can lose a lot of customers.
It's both, yeah, you lose some customers, you know, but you're gonna learn how to scrap.
Yeah,
no, that's how it is. You're gonna act like that, then you better back it. That is the gym I come from. I remember, I'll tell you this funny story. I remember like everybody rolled, okay guys, water break. Reagan was running the class, and all I hear is boom, and I see my friend George and Lyle. George is a brown belt now, Lyle's a black belt now, and Lyle was shooting on George up against the wall. And I'm like, oh, what's going on here? I'm looking at Reagan, and Reagan's just like, yeah. I'm looking at everyone, drink water. I'm like, oh, is this like going on right now? So I was like, oh, okay, we watch him. And then Lyle was trying to take George down, and he couldn't, and George is stopping. I looked at George, and George gave me a wink. I'm like, okay, I guess it's cool. And then Lyle lets go and starts attacking George. He goes back for the shot. I'm like, oh shit. And then I think he got George down, but George was able to come up. And then George was like slapping him too. And I guess like Reagan just eventually came in. Okay guys, go take your water break. Come on guys, let's go work the technique after. Good job guys.
Go hug.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a couple of those matches sometimes. Oh yeah, there's been a lot.
I think if you're in comp class, that might be, you know, like kind of a thing. But I think if you're in like, you know, this is your business and it's how you feed your kids, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't really do that because
But
it's.
then again, that's BJ Penn Academy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
BJ
yeah,
Penn.
yeah.
I was even when I went there, I was like, we're scrapping. What's going on? I mean, I didn't see people. Well, not when I was like when I went with you, but I think I went there when I was a purple belt, and it was just like, oh, this is because as soon as this is the first time I go into the Penn's gym and I see Albert Manners come out, and like as soon as he's like walking like this, as he sees me, his head. He's like walking. I was like, oh, this is a sweating gym. I was like,
Where is Manners nowadays?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I know he's a really good guy.
Yeah, he was a good brother. Like,
Very talented.
Yeah.
Very talented. Good heart. But oh yeah, we've had a few old school MMA guys that would come in, and if the jiu-jitsu guys would get going, they would get so mad.
Oh, I bet.
I got elbowed and everything, but I was just like, oh, it's part of the training. I just tell myself, oh, it's part of the
It's
training.
just rough.
Yeah, just because that's just gotta be ready. Because that was always the thing that they would always, everything was kind of like the street. JD would always say, what are you gonna do if a guy cuts in front of you in front of McDonald's and he grabs your chick's ass and then he calls you out? So you're gonna say,
Interesting.
That's a really cool scenario. I don't think that's ever happened.
So
That's a cool scenario.
That doesn't happen in college.
cheese, bro.
That must have happened.
You don't just invent that in your head. That's got a good imagination, baby.
no, but that's
He would make like crazy instructional videos, bro, like on
JD?
scenarios. On those kind of scenarios, like if he used to do a self-defense video.
man.
This is what you do if a guy grabbed your old lady's ass in
The
McDonald's.
best one was his boss routine.
Oh yeah, his
the
street defense, yeah.
Awesome.
Hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, but they would always, JD would always put me up for it just because he knew I was always a good sport about going against guys because when JD teaches, it's always like, he would throw, that's why I really miss training with JD, because JD's busy right now with the family, but he'd always mix in humor just to lighten up the room, because he knows it's about to get tense, so he would throw in some humor in there. And that's why when I started going to Hilo, everyone was joking around. I was just so used to being in an intense environment during those times. Like you had to train hardcore. People didn't even take pictures at those days because you were there to train. But when I went to Hilo, everybody would just laugh and joke around. And I didn't understand why people were like laughing and joking because I was serious. I was like, I would like, sometimes I wouldn't take water break. I would be just ready to go. I'd be like shooting takedowns and I would be like doing solo drills by myself, just being a weirdo. That's just how it was at that time. But they showed me that they enjoy doing something like that because you're only gonna be like that for so long.
Yeah.
And so like over the years, that's why they were joking around and being friendly because they enjoy doing it. But I wasn't used to it. I thought you have to be like nuts and hardcore. So that's why I was able to like, I can start bringing like Dragon Ball Z stuff. It's all good.
Johnny's the one who inspired me to up my color game in geese. First time I seen with the Dragon Ball Z, I was like, it's okay to wear bright orange, and so I seriously, I started upping my bright geese up to that.
That was part of the reason why I got married because my wife told me that if I asked her if you get married, then I wear my Dragon Ball Z knee. And she goes, whatever, you can wear whatever you want. I'm like, shoot. but and the next day they flipped it on me. So I told JD guys, hey, we're gonna wear geese and stuff at my wedding. They're like, really? He goes, I'm wearing my Dragon Ball Z geese. Like, yeah. And then my mother-in-law popped like, no, Johnny. I'm like, what? I was like, I wanted to get married.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
No, I wanted to.
Yeah.
It says, maybe for pictures you can do it. No, okay.
People are doing that nowadays. I've seen a couple of videos where they do their vows.
Yeah.
I seen one where a girl got I think she got her purple or brown belt right after they did their vows.
Yeah.
The professor came out. I was like, that's kind of cool.
No,
but that just kind of shows how important jiu-jitsu is to people.
Yes.
That it's up there with important, things in their life. Yeah, like commitments, right?
I was like, I guess I got where because they asked me at the wedding, like, what are you gonna do? You want to? I even brought it up at the wedding. I was like, maybe for my funeral, just make sure you don't lose my Dragon Ball Z. You put me in the casket with my gi or burn me with the gi. I don't know, but that is my gi right there.
Well, you guys want to send some shots out to anybody? Jason, you got any thing you want to say out there? You want to send some shots out?
Shout outs to my one and only sponsor, Control Industries.
Yes, sir.
My team, Exodus, MMA, all my guys, the Kings class, everybody, my family.
You do got some cool guys, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you come a couple times.
Yeah. Got some cool cats over
Yeah.
there. But Moku.
Shorero and ETH is our events and Beyond Jiu-Jitsu crew.
John.
Pen family, miss you guys. See you guys soon. Everybody at the gym. I'll be back very, very soon. Shout out to all the kids, proud of you guys. Sensei Kim, you're doing an amazing job. See y'all. Been following you guys. Can't wait to see you guys. And thank you to everybody that's been giving us feedback. We really appreciate it. Yeah, keep supporting us. Spread the word. We love it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Right, out here, I want to say a shout out to, last time we had talked, we were talking about catch wrestling
Yes.
and coaches, and I just actually got, I'm on with the Snake Pit crew.
Yeah, I see that today.
Yeah,
You posted it on Facebook.
so I just want to shout out to Coach Joel Bain and Coach Sean Doherty. These guys are they're up there with the Josh Burnett's and Eric Paulsons of the world, man. So privileged to be a part of the coaching staff. Thank you guys. And shout out to Bio Aston. Seriously,
Hey.
Bio Aston, bro. Wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to roll. Thank you. Serious,
Yeah, I guess
bro.
everything.
Oh, bro, the script, bro. Seriously, from my injuries, when I don't take my spirulina and my Bio Aston, bro, I can't roll.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Peace.